Hi everyone, this is a reading with me. I hope you are doing well. This is for all star signs. If you are here, hello and welcome. I feel like it is a sign that there are messages for you. And I also wanted to mention as well that this is always a very safe space where you are always very, very welcome. Okay, so we're going to start with the cards and see what is coming through. And I feel like this is one of those readings where if you are meant to see it, you will see it. And also a very small percentage of people are going to see it, where, you know, if you're meant to, you will attract this video into your life somehow, in your schedule, in some way, shape or form. Okay, so thank you for taking the time out to hear it out, because I do believe that it's meant for you. Okay, let's see. Ooh, first card. I feel like you're stuck between two choices, and it's overwhelming. There's a lot of indecision in regards to it. It can make you feel quite indecisive as well. We do have sorry about that. These are the cards knocked over another deck on the floor, to be honest. Put that there. This little group of cards just knocked over another deck. But what we do have here is this sort of triangle energy. Now this is a shape that you might see quite often as well. Okay, the triangle energy is interesting because, you know, it's not always just about choices and decisions, which yes it is, because I do feel like here you are stuck between two choices. Now it could be that you're stuck between two people, or that a person is stuck between two people, but it's not necessarily like a romantic triangle. It can also be, you know, stuck between whether you should stay at a job or leave, whether you should stay in a situation romantically or leave, whether you should trust your friend or not, whether you should go here or there, whether you should move or not, whether you should put an application in or not. These are the kinds of choices and decisions that I see. But it's also, okay, the triangle also means perspective, okay, because this is how your energy goes out, okay, that points all of the energy out. So for example, if you see a triangle on top of something, that's the energy it permits out, okay. So for example, you see this triangle here. If for example you put, I don't know, let me try and find something, a pen, right? I put a pen here, okay, this pen's energy is going up because of that triangle. So for example, what I'm trying to say here is that you're going to see a sign that shows a triangle, and it also shows that energy going somewhere, and you will be able to make a decision. Now I know that sounds so ridiculous and so strange and so bizarre, but I feel like you're stuck between a choice or choices, and you're going to see a triangle that gives you a very clear-cut sign as to what is for your highest good in regards to that particular choice. And you will see, okay, it pointing in a certain direction, which gives you clarity as to which choice you should make and shouldn't make, because some of you are stuck. You are so confused. You don't know which one to make. One day you could have a dream that this thing is good for you, the next day you could have a dream that the other thing is good for you, and then it just confuses you, because then you're thinking, wait a second, I don't actually know which decision I'm supposed to make now. Hold on a second, universe, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So what I'm trying to say is that there is a triangle that is going to give you, and that point, whichever direction that point is pointing in, will give you some kind of clue as to which direction is good for you, okay? Especially if you're stuck, whether you should stay in a situation with a person, or whether you should go towards a new person, or whether you should go on a date with a person, or whether you should trust this family member or not. It will give you a very clear-cut sign, okay? And this is what that triangle is showcasing to you. Whew. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. You know, even as I'm sitting here on my table, for example, I just put the triangle down, it's facing in that direction, and I have lots of card decks here as well. But let's say, for example, you know, that triangle fell out in a specific way, or, you know, you just have this triangle and it's facing something. It will give you some kind of clue and some kind of understanding as to which choice is best for you, okay? So we also have here abundance and luck, which is fish. You will have abundance, you will have luck, you will have success. Try not to think that you won't have these things in your life, because you will. These things in your life will come together. You will have so much more success, so much more happiness, and so much more joy. Try not to doubt it, because these things in your life will absolutely come together, and you will have so much more happiness that you even think to yourself, how does that even add up? But you'll be like, yeah, it does. And more money is going to flow into your life as well. Okay, so fish here also is that energy of go with the flow, live every day as you can. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to make it always the best, but just try to live each day in the best way that you can for yourself. Try not to kind of try not to wait for things to happen. Just go with the flow. Enjoy every little thing that you can in the way that you can. Abundance and luck is going to come. We have here koi fish, right? These are very, very lucky. We also have crown, okay? Success and pride. Some of you are confused as to whether you will have success, whether you will have money, whether you will have happiness, whether you will have stability, or even a relationship. You will have success, you will have joy, you will have abundance, you will have luck, you will have, you know, pride within yourself that, wow, you know what, I did this, and I have this, and I'm not stuck forever. You will have these things in your life, and I know that you sometimes think to yourself, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, I don't know if this is going to come together for me, I don't know if that's going to work out for me or not. Listen, these things will work out for you, these things will come together for you, you will have a lot more happiness, you will have a lot more joy. Do not doubt yourself, because self-doubt is what really doesn't do great things. Okay, it really doesn't do great things, but you will have that. And if that isn't enough for you to realize that these things in your life will come together, well then how about a flipping lion then? You know, strength and success. So you will feel strong within yourself, but you will also feel successful within yourself. You'll be like, rah, you can't touch me. I've got this all under control. It's not an egotistical kind of energy. It's more so, you know, that you've been beaten down a lot, you've been hurt a lot, and now, you know, sometimes you feel guilty for being strong. Sometimes you feel guilty for having some form of pride. It's an excess of pride that creates issues. Having, ego is healthy, but remember the kind of ego that a lot of people talk about, like, oh, that person's got ego. They're talking about an excess of ego. Okay, so remember that, pride, ego, technically ego, everybody has one, right? Everyone has an ego, but when people talk about, oh my god, that person's got such an ego, they're talking about an excess. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is that you will have a healthy sense of pride, you will have a healthy sense of ego, where at least you are not letting other people dictate, control, and rule over your life. You will have strength and confidence where people know they shouldn't mess around with you, right? And then also at the same time, you will have this level of success and a level of strength and a level of confidence and a level of self-acceptance that you want, that will give you confidence and happiness for your future. Okay, so we've also got here as well wolf, so cunning and stealth. Yes, there are jealous people around you. I think that's very important to keep in mind, but also you will not be forever under their influence. You will not be forever controlled by these kinds of energies. You will move out of those energies, and if you always feel like people are trying to self-sabotage different moves or different things that you try to do in your life, please note that they will not be able to do those things for the foreseeable future. They will be able to, and you will be able to live the life in the way that you want to live it in, and you'll be able to do the things that you want to do in the way that you want to do it. And I think that's very, very important, is that yes, there will always be, someone that's a little bit jealous, someone that's a little bit cunning, but you will move away from these kinds of energies. And a lot of that also happens because I feel like a lot of you will try to protect yourselves, you will try to protect yourselves, you will try to also just really stay in your own lane, you will try not to always, I'm not saying you won't always help people, I feel like you will help people, but you will know who to help and who not to help. You'll be able to make decisions in that sense, and your intuition will tell you this. Okay, so we also have here sadness and female, so there's an old woman. I do feel like there is some kind of an old jealous woman in your life. I feel like there is one. For some of you, it can be very recent. For some of you, it can be going back a long time. For some of you, this person just is there, okay? It is there and just has some form of jealousy towards you. Let's see if this actually matters and why that is coming through here. Yeah, she kind of just stays in hermit mode. Look at both of these cards, right? You've got a person kind of looking down and covered in a cloak. Both of them. And this is the clarifying card for this. So that's a huge, huge, huge amount of clarification. This person really likes to keep to themselves. They don't like you to know that they are jealous of you. They don't like you to know that they've got, these things. Yeah, they really keep to themselves. They're not really one to speak out so suddenly. But I feel like you're kind of moving away. I feel like there's going to be some more distance created between both of you, but also not as much verbal communication between you both either, which is quite powerful. And King of Cups as well, see? So King of Cups is quite powerful because the King of Cups really does represent a beautiful energy. This it's just to do with the fact that there's much more empathy coming your way. So I do feel like there's an old woman who was perhaps not very understanding. Now this could be, honestly, this could even be like an old teacher that you had who was just very like cunning, very not nice, perhaps always picked on you. Could be a grandmother, could be an aunt as well, okay? It's going to vary from person to person, but this person was not great. What I see here though, okay, is that there's more empathy coming from some kind of male. Towards this female. And what happens is that because there's more empathy, this old woman is sad and frustrated in their own life, but there's some kind of empathy coming from a male towards this person, and because of that, they go quiet on you and they just leave you alone. I love that. I really love that. They just leave you alone, okay? Even energetically. They're not putting as much time and effort towards you, and so I just think that that's quite important, because some of you here may have also just felt like this person has got some like evil eye energies, or they've done some kind of magic onto you, and you might just feel like, oh, it's just heavy. It's heavy and it's horrible. What's really interesting though is that there's some kind of male that's going to be sort of taking up their time and energy, and because of that they don't have as much time and energy to put towards you, so things start moving for you, okay? But you've just felt really stuck with this devil energy for a while now, and you've just felt like, oh, it's affecting, and that's why, right? That's why at the beginning we had here this confusion, like you don't know what sometimes decisions to make, but you want abundance and luck and success and strength, and all of these things are coming your way, but you've just felt like something is holding you back. And I feel like this female has been really, really not nice, okay, in terms of her energy towards you. It's just been really overwhelming and very, very stressful and really frustrating. And so you know, I would highly recommend a black magic removal for you, that is for sure, but I would also recommend the protection ritual so that you are protected for life against energies of magic and hexes and evil eye and curses and voodoo and all this kind of stuff, because my gosh, you know, seems like a person that's like capable of doing that kind of stuff, you know. So if you haven't already done a black magic and a protection ritual, I would highly recommend it to put an end to what is essentially creating stuckness and blockages and problems in regards to things that you actually want and things that you actually deserve as well. And it's just been causing just so much frustration in your life with absolutely no fault of your own. And it's just been a lot for you, a lot. And especially with the Page of Swords as well, I just feel here that you don't deserve to ever feel like this. You don't deserve to feel like you don't know what's going on or how certain things are going on. It's just overwhelming and a lot, you know. And also with the Four of Pentacles, what I think is really, really powerful with these energies is that the Four of Pentacles, it really does resemble here that within 4 months I see a lot more stability coming your way as well. And also you can have some romantic interest as well coming into your life around that time, with some nice conversations that make you feel quite uplifted, that don't just kind of make you feel like, well, it's the same all the time. It makes you feel quite uplifted, quite happy, quite motivated, and it just gives you a real sense of sort of like confidence, you know. And that is basically what I am seeing here. So this is your reading. It's your reading, but I do want to mention that, you know, black magic removal, protection ritual, they're always on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com, and linked down below. There's also rituals for love, money, success, marriage, career, healing, and so much more as well, also linked down below. And there's also the intention items, which have thousands of 5-star reviews. There's bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, candles, sage bundles, teas, and all sorts of things, which are also linked down below. There's thousands of 5-star reviews at the bottom of my website for those, but there's also the what is it? There's also the personal tarot readings as well, if anyone wanted me to read for you. There we go. Oh my gosh. So yes, that is what we have here, and I really hope that this helps you. All right, take care everyone. Bye.